Hey, good afternoon to everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Daryl here. It's not so bright and early. It's 3:30 p.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, I don't usually like to do videos like this where I just report a story. I just kind of give you guys the facts. But I reread, I was kind of finished my painting for the day, and I decided to go through the news feed today. And this story just popped up, so it's just breaking news. And I was sitting here, and I finished my work for the day, so I decided to share this with you, and it's quite a story. Danny Masterson was facing actually 3 charges of rape, and he was convicted on 2 of them. The jury deadlocked on the 3rd count, but the judge sentenced him today, and he sentenced Danny to, Mr. Masterson, he sentenced him to 15 years to life on both charges, on both counts. And he's to serve both terms consecutively, meaning one after the other. So he is facing a minimum of 30 years in state prison. There was two trials. The first one was deadlocked. He was a star of the 70's show from 1998 to 2006. These charges, apparently these 2 incidents that he'll be serving time for, happened in 2001 and 2003. Happened at his Hollywood home. Both the defendants had opportunity to speak at the sentencing, and they spoke about how Danny basically ruined their lives, how they're going to have to live with this, that he's a monster, that one of them has been diagnosed with PTSD, and all that stuff I don't doubt myself. Also, these 2 women have filed a civil lawsuit against Danny Masterson and the Church of Scientology, because all 3 of these people, the 2 defendants and Danny Masterson, were all members of the Church of Scientology. And they filed a civil lawsuit against the two defendants, or the two victims in this case, filed a civil lawsuit against Danny Masterson and the Church of Scientology in 2019 because supposedly Danny Masterson, he's now been convicted. Oh no, he hasn't been convicted of this yet. This civil lawsuit, he was stalking them in 2019, and that has yet to go to trial. He was let loose when there was 2 trials. The first one was a mistrial back in 2021, I believe, October 2021. And he was retried in May of this year, 2023, and found guilty on 2 charges. The 2 charges, and the 3rd charge, they were deadlocked. He was loose. He was free on a $3.3 million bail. He's a 47-year-old man looking at 30 years in prison. So Danny will be 77 years old. That's what you get for being a scumbag. I don't know how else to say it. I believe the women. I don't think. I think there's just too much. I think men are believed above women way too often in cases like this. I don't know how else to say it. I don't think women in general make up cases like this. And that's just my opinion on this, but I believe what the women are saying here. So Danny is looking at 30 years in state prison, 77 years old. Next time he'll see the sunlight and feel the grass on his wrinkled old feet. Too bad for Danny Masterson. And I hope these 2 women can live a full life and hopefully come to terms and live with what he did to them. Still live a good life. I'll be back later with another video, you guys. Have a good Thursday.